What's up, you guys? This is Rob from The Gay Guy Plays, and today on The Daily Grind, we're going to be chatting about some of the Prime things that are going to be gone very, very soon. So as you guys know, DE released a statement that Hydroid Prime Access is going to be closing out on December 12th to make room for a new Prime. Geez, I wonder who that could be. Well, listen, we're not going to chat about that now. We'll chat about that when that releases. Regardless, I did want to kind of point out some of the things that won't be available anytime soon, as well as some of the items that will be vaulted. So let's go ahead and jump straight on in. As you guys know, Hydroid Prime still going to be available via relics, so will the Ballistica Prime and the Nami Scala Prime. All of those are going to be untouched relic wise. You'll still be able to farm them up, but one of the things that is going to be going away are the accessories that come with Hydroid Prime. Now, some of you may not care about that, so I don't know, I'll just scoot forward until you see the next thing in the video, because I'm not really good with timestamps, as you guys know. But what I did want to point out is that the Spritzel armor set will be going bye-bye. So unless you're willing to wait for it in a unvaulting in the future, which we don't know when that's going to happen, we still haven't seen the Edo Prime armor. We're kind of crossing our fingers to see that in the next batch. I know a lot of you guys really want to get your hands on that, but if you're into the Spritzel armor and still haven't picked it up, this is kind of like your final warning call. Pick it up while you can. And also the Saryn Prime Sugatra, which I don't really think anybody cares about, but let's go ahead and take a look at all of that goodness right now. So as you can see, this is the Spritzel armor set, and as many of you know, when you're channeling, you actually get these cool kind of like raindrop effects that kind of like, it's like a mini Hydroid barrage, like a bunch of like bukkake, but in a pretty way. It's like a pretty bukkake, like just flying out at you. Probably not the greatest way to entice people to it, but you know what? That's the reality of this, right? And then let's go ahead and take a look at the Spritzel, oh, not the Spritzel, the Saryn Sugatra. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is one of the Sugatras I don't hate. There are several that I'm not a fan of. There are several that I could love, but DE has yet to make those armor, the metallics on those tintable. But this one, it's not bad. If you're into Sugatras, definitely check this one out. It's not going to be the selling point of this Prime Accessories bundle. However, the Spritzel armor is definitely very, very strong. And I'll actually go ahead and I'll cut in some footage of the, what do you call this? The armor getting spritted on. So you guys can take a look at what that looks like. So before we move on with Saryn Prime's vaulting, I actually wanted to go ahead and show off a couple other places that I like the Spritzel armor. Now, as you can see, here it is on the Mag Grak skin. It's absolutely glorious on here, and the thing that I need to point out is, as you can see, I'm not actually using the chest in this one. I'm actually very selective with the Spritzel armor set, mainly because of the fact that sometimes the knees don't fit quite right, or when I say fit, I mean they just don't look quite right with the outfit, and sometimes the chest can get in the way of some things, but as you can see right here, I've opted to use the shoulders and the knees because it looked right on Mag in the Grak skin, and it fucking looks amazing. It slaughters. Here on the Limbo side though, as you can see, because of the fact, listen, Limbo's wearing pants. It's weird to put knee pads on top of pants. I mean, it's like slacks. What you gonna do with that? However, the shoulders look really, really nice, especially with the new Venari helmet. Oh, I'm in love. I think it's glorious. Absolutely freaking glorious. Where else did I toss? Oh my god, okay. Looks amazing on fucking Hero. Like, I look at this armor set and I'm like, oh my god. And I mean, you can't really see it too much, but if you whip around the knees, if you whip your skirt back and forth, you whip your skirt back and forth, you can kind of see it on the knees right there. And it looks really, really dope, and it gets me super hyped for Hero Prime. I know it's not coming anytime soon, but I definitely really, really like the look on there. I actually also tossed it on Inaros. Where are you, Inaros? I should know my alphabet a little bit better than this. But as you can see, it's actually one of the few armor pieces that fit well on his chest. He's got like a weird, like, I don't know, there's like a weird thing on his chest that really stops some armor pieces from looking right on it. But it actually blends pretty well with the way that Inaros is. I mean, he's got, you know, his whole cup holder crotch. He's got, you know, a couple, he has like some hollow bits to him. And I know that sounds really weird, but you know, he's got some hollow bits on the ears. He's got some hollow bits back. head. He's got some hollow bits at the knees. So all of the hollow bits that kind of like happen with the Spritzel armor, I think look absolutely fantastic. I would put him in drunk mode though. Is he just not in drunk mode? It's probably because I've got the glaive in. Regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that right there. I think you guys have an idea of whether you're interested in picking up the Spritzel armor set, but I do want to kind of like put it out to you guys, especially if you guys tend to hunt down primes yourself. The only way that these armor sets become available, at least currently, is through picking up the Prime Access unvaulted bundles, which means that you'll need to pick up another Prime and whatever things come with that Prime in order to get the armor set to go along with it. We have yet to see DE kind of release the armor sets individually, nor do I think that they're going to, so I'm just kind of forewarning you now to go ahead and pick it up while you still have the chance. And now for the woman of the hour herself, yes, that would be Miss Saryn Prime. Now, while we don't have any official word on the fact that she's going to be vaulting, if we take a look at the kind of like turntables as who's supposed to come up next, Saryn is slated to be the next Prime that is going to be vaulted. So that means that the Spira Prime and the Nikana Prime will also be going with her, which means that you have until December 12th to start farming all of those relics. So definitely grab those and stock up on them. Saryn Prime herself, I think, is going to be a hot commodity. She's absolutely fantastic when it comes to focus farming. She's actually one of my go-tos. So if you want to take a look at my focus farming build right now, this is it. You can kind of pause the video and take a look at what we played around with this. And this is what I like to use. It's pretty efficient, you know. You can kind of, I use Arcane Energize on the SANDR, and if I feel like it, if I remember, I usually put Vazarin onto, not Vazarin, Zeneric as her focus. Not really 100% necessary, but you know, that's just kind of like the way that I like to play it. That one works for me. You know, I'm sure there are other variations out there that work as well, but that's what I personally use. Now, let's talk about the Spira Prime. Let's actually go ahead and grab an enemy real fast, but this is the current build that I've got for it. I'm gonna be honest, the Spira Prime is not, it's not gonna be, oh wait, no, this is the build that I was testing a little bit earlier. You're supposed to put Jolt back in. So, Jolt with the corrosive, that's the current build that I have for the Spira Prime. I was playing around with this a little bit earlier just to kind of see if, you know, if there are any other variations of the build that I like better. Now, what I'm going to say about the Spira Prime is it's got a lot of upfront damage, so it's going to be amazing for the star chart. Anything that you, let's drop it down to 100, because I'm going to tell you right now, it has trouble with 150s. It's probably going to have trouble with level 100s as well. You know, I'm just being 100% frank. This is not going to be the top tier when it comes down to throwing weapons. I actually really like the Fusali for that, but as you can see at level 100, it still performs quite well. At level 150, it has a little bit of trouble, you know, but not everybody's going to 150, and I'll be honest with you, there are better choices for level 1, for if you're gonna try to do extended runs for that level. But because of the fact that this thing has a pretty high critical chance, this thing will actually serve you like well throughout the star chart. So if you're into silent throwing weapons, this is going to be your thing. If you like unicorns, this will be your thing. And that's pretty much, you know, the end of that. And it's got little ribbons that come off of it. So, I mean, that's always a plus. The next one I'm going to tell you to look out for is, so I've already given the big thumbs up for Saryn. Like, grab Saryn, grab relics for Saryn, farm up her parts, store those away if you're just looking to sell her in the future. I think she's going to be fantastic. She's got a little heart on her face. But really, one of the things that you want to pick up from here is the Nikana Prime. Nikana Prime, okay, how do I put this? Oh my god, see? Look how fucking badass that look! Oh my, listen, okay, hold on. I need to pause myself there. I had a moment. I understand some of y'all are not going to feel the same way that I do, but I need you guys to understand that even though the Nikana Prime can be outclassed by some other weapons out there, it's still a very, very good solid weapon. Let's go ahead and take a look at the base stats. So it's got a 20% critical chance, 20% status chance. It's fucking good. That's like 2% more than the status on like Zaz. It's got a high amount of slash. There's a lot of potential, and actually now that I'm taking a look at it, there's a lot of different ways that you could build this weapon. And a part of me is like, do I want to do it this way? Do I want to do it that way? I might take out Organ Shatter and put in Weeping Wounds. There's a lot of variations that you can use for this build. I was actually, and don't mind Blind Justice. That's not my favorite. That's not my favorite. Tranquil Cleave is still my favorite, but like all and the okay. I'm getting too crazy about this. Telling you right now, Nikana Prime, 3 great stances for Nikanas, and is an incredibly iconic weapon. So it's one of those that, like, you know, once the initial demand for it dies down, in the future players are going to be looking for it because it's a fucking Nikana and it looks sick as fuck. So I'm definitely highly suggesting you guys pick that up. I did want to kind of demonstrate some of the combos out here for you because that's one of the funnest parts about the Nikana set. There's little like maybe 2 Nikanas that you could say exist overall. The Dragon Nikana, there's the Nikana, and then there's the Nikana Prime. I don't think there's anything else, correct me if I'm wrong, but just for those 3 variations, they've literally got 3 different stances. And I have to tell you, all of them kind of have their own merits. So let me go ahead and show you Tranquil Cleave right now, because this one's definitely my favorite of the bunch. Maybe because I'm an old man, maybe because I'm old school and I really, really like Tranquil Cleave a lot. But my favorite combo is the 2. Oh my god, if I could do it. There you go. The 2. Oh no. Well, as you can see right there, Nikana Prime, very, very powerful. Couldn't even quite land my combo. But there is, I think it's like a 2 pause and then keep hitting the button until it's dead kind of thing. Because that one opens them up to melee finishers. Like, they got all... It's just so nice when you do it right? Look at that. It's so good. It's so good. So Nikana Prime, I'm definitely highly suggesting you guys pick up on this because of the fact that it is just, number one, it's a good solid weapon. And even if other weapons start outclassing it, it has some of the fucking best stances out there. I'll be honest, that's like the only combo I use. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other combos as well, because legitimately, I'm one of those people that, like, I find the combo that I really, really like, and that's the kind of one that I always go for. But legitimately, there are tons of other combos that you can use on this that are fun as well. Like, you got a little dash on there, look at that. And then there's a, there's like a thwack. Regardless, Nikana Prime, definitely pick that up. That's the Tranquil Cleave for you. The next one that I like is Decisive Judgment. I think Decisive Judgment is my second favorite of the bunch. Decisive Judgment is fucking fun, but you gotta kind of be good at aiming shit, because one of its moves, I believe, is the fucking, which one is it? Sorry. All the combos in the world. It's the pause. It's the EE pause. Oh, this one. Oh, right. Oh my god, I think he just avoided it narrowly. But there's a finisher in that one too. So as you can see, both Decisive Judgment and Tranquil Cleave have finishers in them. I don't believe that Blind Justice does. Oh, it's just so good. And I think, like, if you... Oh, look at this combo, though. It's like a fucking Shoryuken. It's a fucking Shoryuken in a goddamn melee Nikana combo. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I really wanted to spotlight this and kind of like take a look at all these. Look at that! He just take him out with like a ground slam and then die because you just jumped off of the edge of the universe. But no, like I was saying, the Nikana Prime is definitely something that you want to pick up. Saryn, again, like I said, she's freaking fantastic when it comes to focus farming. The Spira, you know, it's not... I mean, it's mastery. You gotta get your mastery somehow, right? Oh my god. I'm fucking up this combo, though. There you go. It's like this thing where, like, you connect with it and then you stagger them initially. Then let's go ahead and take a look at Blind Justice to kind of round things out. And Blind Justice, I can see some merit in it. It's not necessarily my favorite of the 3, but it's another place. I believe it's a reverse grip. And which, was there a combo that I actually liked from this? No, I didn't really like the combos on this one. I'll be honest with you. I really didn't like the combos on this one. It just doesn't, you know how everything kind of suits your style, and that's the great thing about the Nikana Prime is you literally have three different grips to suit your style. So there's that, and that kind of flings you all over the place. It's still really powerful though, as you can see. So if you guys like the reverse grip style, you can see that Blind Justice is going to be a thing for you, something that you should definitely take a look at. What else was there? There was, isn't there like one where it's like a hold? Yeah, this is the one that has like a ton of like a ton of little hits. So regardless, you can see kind of like how powerful everything is. I'm pretty sure I've got videos on all of the combo things that you guys can check out. Regardless, definitely go ahead. See, I'm just like, I keep wanting to play around with these because of the fact that I do feel like freaking, oh, it's a 2-pause. Is it a 2-pause one? The 2-pause ones tend to be my favorites. Oh, I don't like that 2-pause. Fuck that 2-pause. That's not a good one. But yeah. No, as you can see, I'm having a lot of fun using the Nikana Prime, so definitely check that one out. Until we get like a new Nikana, this is going to be like the most iconic, so definitely highly suggest picking those ones up while you still can. So you have until the 12th, go farm all of your relics. Just remember, keep this in mind. Farm your relics. You don't necessarily have to crack your relics. As long as you've got the relics farmed and in your inventory, they're there for you, then you can spend the time grabbing traces and all of that kind of stuff to make sure that you can get the rare bits. So all you really have to worry about is just to get the relics into your inventory by the 12th. And that about does it, because I feel like I'm going to ramble all day about how much fun I'm having with the Nikana, and how great Saryn Prime is, and how ribbony Spira Prime is. So pick up your Hydroid Prime Access Armor, so the Spritzel Armor and the Sardinia Sugatra, and then don't forget to get your hands on Saryn Prime and Nikana Prime, and get your hands on the combos as well. Those are always fun. So that about does it for now on this little PSA, and as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch yo body. I'll chat with you guys next time. Bye-bye!